You're a leader.
All right. Thank you all so much for your attention. We're going to start the interactive part of tonight a little bit early. So I need everyone to raise your right hand. You are all going to repeat after me. I insert your name here.
I insert your name here. Better than being a dumbass.
Do promise to be respectful of the actors at all times.
Do promise to be respectful of the actors at all times.
As I acknowledge they are people playing a character.
As I acknowledge they are people playing a character.
I will not touch the actors.
I will not touch the actors.
Thank you all very much for that. We're going to go over a couple other
Like part of the Boy Scouts, though.
So, first of all, I know I just had you all promise not to touch the actors, and we need to keep it that way. However, some level of contact is appropriate. If an actor extends their hand for a handshake, fist bump, high five, if initiated by the actor and consented to by both sides, that kind of contact is appropriate. Please do not escalate it beyond that. Please keep your mask over your mouth and nose at all times. I will remind you of this rule one time. The second time you will be escorted out. Do not touch any props unless you are given specific permission to do so by an actor. Please do not bang on any glass surfaces. If an actor tells you to do something, do it. I promise you it is in your best interest. If for some reason the actors get a little hot-headed and decide to fight it out, just stay out of it. They'll resolve it on their own. You getting in there is not going to, it's not going to expedite the process, it's going to make it infinitely more dangerous. If for some reason you accumulate any trash during your time here in SCP-3008, there is a trash can located right there for you to use. Please do not litter, it does attract -2s. If for some reason you are feeling uncomfortable with anything that happens, you would like to step away, you'd like the actor to change the topic they're talking about, for whatever reason, make this symbol over your chest. The actors will immediately pivot. You are also should feel empowered to leave any interaction at any time for any reason. If there is an emergency, this door is your exit. It is not locked. You are welcome to walk right back out of it. If for some reason you are having a medical emergency, please either alert myself or one of the actors so we can get you the help that you need. We will probably escort you out just to make sure you're okay. After you've rebalanced, if you would like to come back in, if you're feeling up to come back in, re-entry in this case is permitted. Cell phones are fine to use during your time here in the IKEA. However, do not use your flashlight, and we do not permit flash photography. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, and if for some reason you need to use the restroom, it is not the obvious one. Please come get me or an actor. It's the actual restroom you can use. Now, does anyone have any questions?
Is video not allowed? Is it just photos?
It's just flash photography.
Got it.
You can take video, you can take pictures, you just can't flash your phone.
Got it.
Any other questions? Yes.
What is SCP? What is murder?
That will be explained to you by someone who is not me. I'm just down here to do safety procedures. Anybody else? All right, in that case, I will turn it over to the staff.
Oh, that's staff.
Hello and welcome to the showroom. This show is a murder mystery, so if you know the results, please keep it to yourself out of respect for other audience members. Characters in the show will lie to you. Not everyone is very trusting of each other, so it is up to you to dig deep to find out the truth of the situation.
You're about to enter SCP-3008, the Infinite IKEA. This IKEA, as you may know, is staffed by faceless employees who develop a thirst for blood when nightfall comes. Inside, you will find civilians such as yourselves, as well as members of the SCP Foundation, This foundation is dedicated to containing anomalies or anything that doesn't follow our current understanding of science. If you would like to survive, your best bet is inside that door. So, please, we heavily encourage you to knock like hell and beg for your lives before the employees come to get you.
Go, 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 go! I feel like we're going to have a bad time.
If necessary. Human safe.
Good to go. Walk right this way.
Human safe.
Right this way.
How much do we have in terms of rations?
I don't know. Have you all had dinner yet? We don't have food for you. I just came from the meatballs. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. I hope you like sleep on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough beds for you guys.
You get used to it real quick. I haven't slept on a bed in 10 years.
I don't know. I'm over 30. My back already hurts.
Oh, God. Well, you know, it's a safe place for the night, and we'll find another place for you tomorrow.
Can they get in?
No. They should. You know, it's, we just passed it up again last night. What happened last night? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You all just can, right? Can I give you a stick? Use the shower. Okay, everyone. Well, that's suspicious. Izzy, everyone, we are so sorry that
You
we
enhance.
like that. I hope you understand that it's for your safety and ours as you are now trapped in here in SCP-3008, aka the Infinite IKEA with us. But we do believe that it is better for you guys to be in here within this barricaded settlement rather than out there with the -2s. Edgar, do you care to explain?
Yes, if you saw those things that looked like reject Simpsons out there, those are known as SCP-3008-2. -2 for short, harmless during the day, but incredibly volatile and dangerous during the evening. They have above average strength, and they are incredibly hostile. Do not interact with them. If you hear them at night when these lights go out say, the store is now closed, please vacate the premises. Thankfully, you all are safe in here. This settlement is fortified enough to survive them.
How can you tell them that they're safe here when there was a murder less than 24 hours
The murderer has been contained. Murder has been contained. For reference, the murderer is safely locked away in the bathroom in this containment cell. Buddy, we gotta be in there.
Don't stop me!
Edgar! Stand down, Edgar. Come on. No need to poke the glass.
We should probably explain. Earlier this morning, late last night, Iris' fiance here was unfortunately murdered by another one of our own in the settlement, Cam, who is secured in the shower right now. As Cam was murdering Carter, he was saying things that sounded very much like the -2, saying things like the store is now closed, please exit the IKEA. After securing Cam in the shower, Edgar and Ren taking over watch for the night, a couple hours later, we noticed that the body of Carter had been moved outside of the settlement. And Dr. Sloan, I believe you have a theory about that.
I do. So, I scanned the blood splatter from the scene of the crime with my Foundation-issued SCP scanner, which you are now intimately familiar with. At that moment, we figured out that there was anomalous material inside of that blood, which means that either Carter or Cam was anomalous. So, we went and we scanned Cam, since Cam is the person that we have here at this time. Turns out Cam is fully anomalous. We have decided to call it SCP-3008-3, or -3s for short. Essentially a mutation of the -2s that you all have encountered outside. They still have the bloodlust and the need to kill as the -2s, but they are human in look, so they're easily blend in with all of us. Unfortunately, since there was an accomplice, my theory is that they were as well a -3, where they were comfortable enough to exit our settlement during the dark hours.
And that's why we had to scan all of you upon entry, because if they can blend in with humans, we just needed to make sure that you all are humans yourselves.
Speaking of humans, I need to scan all of you all. Please line up.
Okay, yeah, everyone line up.
Be sure to get my good side.
Yeah, okay.
You only have one.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Can you grab me another roll of tape?
What? No, the last roll was on your.
Well, I only have enough tape for one more scan.
What?
So obviously
Where did it go?
I
What
don't
happened
have
to all the tape?
I don't know. It's supposed to be under desk.
I don't know. Why are you looking at me? Is you little?
I took the tape because I needed to make new underwear. Oh,
Wait, the
Okay. Look, one thing is for certain. All of you are verified humans thanks to the Foundation's issued scanner, so we can all at least rely on you guys to help us out. Also, none of you were here last night, so your alibis are pretty rock solid by that account. So please, do whatever you can to help us figure this out, and maybe we can even find a way out of this godforsaken place.
Alright then.
We are on the verge of a breakthrough, folks, or at least I am. So if you all want to figure out this mystery pronto, come with me. I got something to say.
And if you want to figure out this mystery right, come with us.
If you guys just want to help me find my fiance's murder accomplice, I think that's the most important thing here. Please come find me.
We really should be splitting the party.
Well, hey, if you don't know what the fuck is going on and you just want to have a little bit of a good time.
I know we're walking here, but it's not really the time.
These are the notes. These are the notes. These are what we are checking, Foundation staff. We have insight and we're using it. We need to find Iris. Who is Iris? That's the question we have first and foremost. Get rid of the effects. Effects, go away. Green screen, be gone.
There's a bunch of people stuck in here.
All right.
He was exactly
Murdered.
We didn't know that he was a -3 until last night when Iris said she was saying,
Thank you.
Yeah. Now you're all here in your trap. So we have to find the good things, yeah?
What's your name?
I'm
My name is Edgar.
I see. Hello. I see you're taking notes. What are you taking notes about?
As they mentioned earlier, Carter, my fiance, was murdered last night. I'm Iris. What's your name?
I am Sherman.
Sherman. So great to meet you. Sorry to welcome you in an emergency situation.
You'd be surprised how often that's the case.
Sorry. Well, as someone who's not a part of their foundation, I'm not really used to emergencies like this one. Yeah, I've been taking notes just trying to figure out who the accomplice would have been who moved my late fiance's body. I feel like the only way to find out is to figure out where everybody was last night, so that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now.
It's like a game of Clue. You need to have the opportunity.
Kind of similar, so motive or alibis, all of those things. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. The murder happened around 2:30 a.m. last night.
2:30 a.m. last night?
And we think that the body was moved from 3 to 4 a.m., somewhere in that time range. So I'm trying to just figure out where everybody was during that time. We've been talking all morning, but it's a lot of arguing and pointing fingers, and just really overwhelming with all the chaos.
Of course it is.
So we haven't actually gotten anywhere. But seeing as you're just brand new here, and you're humans, so we know we can trust you, maybe the other settlement members would trust you more than they trust me as well. Because some people are suspicious of me too, even though it's fine to So if you find out any alibis or anything suspicious, if someone's giving you a bad vibe, feel free to let me know. I'm trying to piece it all together.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes, if you want to start, I will start with this. He's like the homeless looking man over there in the blue IKEA coat. I promise he's really nice. I really trust him and I'm really close with him. And he knows this place like the back of his head. So if he knows anything or suspicious of anything, I think he would know.
Fantastic. Good to know.
Yes, thank you so much. And if you find out anything, let me know.
Indeed, indeed. Good luck.
Because they told me.
They told you that you saw it, but do you remember seeing it?
No, I don't remember anything after 9 p.m.
Nothing after 9 p.m.?
Until 4.
Until 4?
AM or PM?
A.m.
Oh, AM.
9 p.m. to 4 a.m.
That's when Joe told everyone that the body was moved. He won't sell up.
Mind wipe 924.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think.
What led up to your empty-minded 9 o'clock?
Oh, normal day. Very normal day.
Very normal day?
How is it normal? You're stuck in an IKEA.
Well,
I mean, as normal as it can be.
Thank you. I try and live a very normal life here. I have my tunes. I pub shuffle.
Does that work?
Yes, it does.
Every day he's shuffling.
Yes. Well, it only works when it's plugged in. I think something's wrong with the battery, and they won't fix it. Freaking science nerds don't even know that science and iPod shuffle. Well, last night, right, 9 o'clock, I was like in my bed, listening to music, and I don't know, to be honest, I thought I fell asleep. And then I just woke up when Joe was like, the body was gone. I was like, what body?
You wouldn't hear him screaming?
You thought you fell asleep.
Right, but apparently I was awake the whole time.
Wait, what do you mean you apparently were awake? Like people saw you moving around, but you don't remember it?
Were you like, your eyes were open? Or were you sleeping with like your eyes open?
I don't think I was asleep. I think my mind was wiped. My memories.
Where did they say you were during this 9 to 4 time? If you weren't in bed, where did they say you were?
Oh, well, up until 2, I think. Well, 2 is when we all woke up and heard Carter and Cam making a commotion in the living room. So they didn't tell me. But, you know, I was there, apparently, standing. I was very conscious and alert, is what they're saying. And then we all went back to sleep because it was, you know, it was nighttime. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't go outside. And then around 4 o'clock is when I actually started being conscious again, and Joe told us the body.
You heard a bunch of like commotion? You heard commotion?
Yes. I mean, I guess.
Wait, but you said you heard some commotion.
They tell me that we all heard it.
But wouldn't you know if you heard it?
I don't remember anything.
The last thing you remember is going to bed?
Yep.
And then the last thing after that you remember is Joe saying the body had been moved?
Yes.
Did he also tell you that that he had died, or?
Well, yeah, Iris helped clear everything up afterwards.
Did you have any sort of dizziness, dry mouth sort of symptoms after waking up? Something unusual?
Such a dry mouth. Oh my goodness. Like the worst I've experienced.
Can you even get water in here?
Well, you know, there's running water in some of the sinks. Bottled water, filtered water is a lot harder to find. But they help me. They tell me where to find things like food and bottled water and, you know, yeah, good stuff.
The stuffed animals tell you?
Have the Foundation researchers inside this encampment mentioned a supply of amnestics at all? Have you heard that?
Edgar's in charge of that.
Edgar's in charge of that. Dry mouth, you say? Extremely dry.
You think he could have something to do with it?
I got a lot of info.
I think it's a question to be asked is all.
Can I get your name?
You can call me Theron.
Theron, nice to meet you. I'm busy. Could you, I mean, he's not gonna say anything to me, obviously. I don't trust him at this point. He doesn't trust me. You think he could figure out where he was? And, I don't know, between those times?
I think we can have a little discussion.
Thank you, Theron. Thank you so much. The stuffed animals say thank you too.
Perfect. Tell them we'll do our best. Critical hazard assessment team. I realize I've given 2 aliases. I gave Theron and I gave Sherman, and just ignore that. Just ignore that. I gave one name and it was Theron. Believe nothing else.
What's your name?
You can call me Theron. How are you doing? You are Edgar, right?
Yes, Edgar Vaughn, head of security.
Very nice to meet you.
You're safe under my command, along with my second and third in command, Lucille and Regina.
Wonderful. Go team. Security forces, am I right?
Yes.
Fantastic. What's your rank?
Well, I only have have Class 2 clearance. I was sent here from Area 314.
314.
Some people say I was just shipped out here to get rid of me, but I've sort of taken up this duty for myself.
They say that the duty at 314 is a cakewalk, but I think it's more of a piece of pie, if you ask me.
Well, you'll freeze your balls up there in Canada.
Oh. Tell me something. I'm working on a theory, if you would.
Yes.
So, number one, just for the sake of, formalities, can you tell me where you were during the hours in question, that 1:30 to 2:30 a.m. range?
Well, originally, I was on shift and on watch on the other side, outside this settlement.
Indeed.
Some sort of commotion, and I see Cam over there ripping Carter's throat out with his teeth.
That's very aggressive.
Yes.
You saw that with your own eyes.
Yes, and I had to rip Cam off of Carter's body myself.
Cam was biting Carter's throat out.
Yes. There was a lot of scratching and clawing, and you must vacate the premises. It was all a very gruesome scene.
And no doubt about it, it was in fact Cam that you saw.
With my own eyes.
All right, that is damning evidence, one would say. But I do have a secondary question for you. That, as clear as that is, what is this encampment's stash of amnestics look like?
Repeating that one more time.
What is this encampment's stash of amnestics?
Well, I have 2 syringes on me right now. I've actually developed invisible amnestics here.
Indeed.
Here's another, and I have 2 extra syringes in that there blue lockbox, along with extra amnestic fluid.
Can you show me those other 2 syringes?
Yes. Please, you can see it around here all day.
Yes, well, there are many ways to talk to the IKEA, but specific double stop, second grade double stop.
There you go. 2 extra syringes and 4 bottles of extra amnestic fluid.
So you are full of the teeth for amnestics right now.
Pretty much so. If anyone here needs their memory wiped, I'm the guy for the job.
What kind of symptoms would someone go through if they were treated with amnestics?
Well, it works, obviously, like an amnestic, but it also works as a bit of a form of anesthetic and a kind of what's the word they would use? It makes you drowsy a little bit. It's like Benadryl almost. You feel a bit woozy afterwards.
Indeed. So, there's some classifications of amnestics, like the Y909, that makes your tongue black.
Yes.
It makes you forget your entire life. That's a little high grade for what we have here.
We don't have those here. These, if I remember correctly, are class C or something. It's, the numbers get a bit confusing. Basically, memory's wiped for like a couple hours.
A couple of hours.
4-ish or so from when the injection occurs. And
injection.
Yes.
So there's no other way to administer these amnestics except injection. You wouldn't like
drink them or put them in a suppository. I wouldn't class against that.
It would be a bad time, I imagine. So, besides forgetting everything, what other sort of symptoms might you have?
Well, as I said, there's a bit of drowsiness. You find it a bit difficult to stand.
Would a person administered this grade amnestics encounter maybe severe dry mouth?
Dry mouth. I haven't really seen that.
You haven't seen that?
When I was training with that, technically, I didn't really catch any dry mouth. But I've been doing this for 15 years. Dry mouth sometimes gets lost in the cobwebs.
Indeed. Have you been, as we are all born to, how many times have you gone through amnestic treatment yourself?
Well, I've done it around 3 times previously during my training, just to get a feeling for what it's like and, when the side effects begin to wear off, so I can have clear and present knowledge as to what it's going to tell you as well. What's your name?
Oh, Clay. No, I hate you, bro. I'm looking for a whale.
Oh,
yes, Willie. Is this a bad time?
It's a very bad time. All right. Willie is a distraction to this investigation.
There's 4 innocent girls looking for her whale.
Yeah, well, there's a million other Bahamas out there, so if she really wants one, she can go get one.
Well, maybe I can get it for her. Or maybe is there some way
Listen, between you and me, Willie should be locked up in a tank with a shambles. But
Joe said you were going to be a little aggressive about this whole whale situation. And I just think, listen, I gave the girl a peppermint, and I want the peppermint back.
Whether or not makes it
And I can do my peppermint back if I got for the whale.
Fine.
So maybe I'll do something for you.
Okay. Can you do something for me?
Don't
All right, fine. Yes. Okay. Go to the bedroom where Iris is. Right over there. Left side of the bed when you walk in. Your left. There will be Willie under the bed. Okay. When you do that, report back to me, and I need you to get down to something. Because I have a feeling that Dr. Oz over there, the most suspicious guy here by far.
Thank you for your help, Edgar. I'll return when I need.
Of course. Listen, Brent, this murder mystery isn't going to get solved if you just keep fooling around with Willie. What does he do for you, huh? I mean, one thing Willie's done.
Hey guys, Sam, Patron!
Sure, with his echolocation. Sonar, my bad. Get so. Oh, please! Like you figured the bats. Willie is a stuffed whale.
You can see now, clearly a shark, and a very important shark. Very important. Willie's not visible. I don't know. You know where Willie is? Willie is there.
Willie is.
All right, chat. We're having an argument over a shark that's not a whale. We're still investigating for a whale. Let's go check in with Iris. Hello.
Oh, hello.
How is your current investigation going?
Not going that well. I haven't heard very much about it yet. I heard that potentially Sloan was sleeping, but didn't hear Joe snoring as he usually does. But the people who told me that think that Sloan was sounding suspicious when she said that. So all I'm getting is a lot of suspiciousness being thrown around right now.
Right now we have Izzy claiming to have been unconscious without their knowledge, possibly memory-wise.
Oh, that is news to me.
And it's also news because Izzy's claim was a symptom of dry mouth, which Edgar is claiming is not a symptom of the amnestic grade that is in this encampment.
Interesting.
So that is a different symptom that Edgar is claiming exists. But also, Edgar is claiming very clearly to have seen Cam biting Carter's throat. Visually. So Edgar's very adamant that the mystery is not a mystery because that is very clear.
True, but we don't know who moved the body, and that could have been anybody. I mean, I didn't realize Izzy didn't remember anything last night, but it's not a surprise. Edgar tends to administer amnestics to Izzy quite often, actually. And kind
Attention,
of
everyone! We can have everyone gather
Edgar
in
wants
the living room,
something.
please.
We're having a moment. Let's investigate.
Come on, everyone, finally. You need to get him down to the bottom of this. Yes, indeed, little old you. Dr. Oswanda.
What? That's my name.
If that is your real name. I have recently acquired this paper of yours. This document reads, "You've just found yourself your very own little mystery, a limited edition collection from Dr. Wondertainment. Find them all and become Mr. Collector." Now, Oz, why would you have such a paper in your private possession, along with mysterious leaves and jars in your lockbox as well?
Why would I have such a thing in my box? Well, exactly. It is medicinal, first of all. Second of all, I mean, that could be there if, say I was there when they were born.
Were you there at the crib?
Can you all move aside for a second? Lovely. Thank you. Now that the cat's out of the bag.
Presto changeo.
I know.
I need to be that I mean, maybe we also should, grab that up first.
SCPs are actually my toys! My creations!
Yeah, I'm part of the Shark Coaching Center. This is my thing.
Yes!
This whole uniform, this setup it's synonymous with the Dr. Wondertainment business, so you work for Dr. Wondertainment then?
Oh, baby! Work for Dr. Wondertainment. I am Dr. Wondertainment. The business is... Oh, goodness! This is for you. Oh. The business is mine.
Buddy, we're really happy you have a stage name now, but can you tell us what's going on?
Okay. Yes. You think that I'm affiliated with the SCP Foundation. Okay. First of all, I am Dr. Oz Wondertainment, and I own Dr. Wondertainment, a business, a toy company that creates imaginative, fun toys where people can reconnect with their childhoods, especially if they didn't have some of their own. It's actually a great cause. And with that, sometimes my toys can become a little broken. You catch my drift?
No.
Okay. So with that, the SCP Foundation can sometimes find my broken toys, and it can cause some mishaps. So sometimes I'm associated with the SCP Foundation, but we are not one and the same.
So the -2s and the -3s that are killing stuff
I didn't create them.
Broken toys?
They're all part of your broken toy, basically.
Correct. You see, a while ago, I was commissioned by the IKEA company to create a store where people could shop for hours on end.
And all told that in a normal IKEA.
You just get lost at IKEA for hours. Next thing you know, you exit out. It's like nighttime.
But this one, you can shop for as long as you want. And you get food that replenishes for you. It's
Sharks the punch.
Stop eating smoked salmon for 6 months.
6 months? Some of us have been in here for over a decade. What do you have to say about that, you weird little wizard man?
You think that I want to be here in your wretched little showroom?
I don't know. You tell me.
My business is a little bit bigger than your itty little bitty lives. I own a toy company, and with that, I thought that this would be a fun little cute project until it wasn't. And I heard that there were some problems going on, and you know what? It did take me a little bit while to check my emails and see that all this is happening.
Yeah. Stop busy. You've been here for a month and you've done absolutely nothing. You've made no progress with getting us out of here, okay? So it sounds like for all of this high talk of yours, you're stuck just like the rest of us.
No. Yeah. I've never been stuck once in my life. Things have just been taking a little bit of time. Yeah. But we do now because you see, now that I've come out to all of you, I think that we can expedite the process. Pick that up, thank you. I think that we can expedite the process a bit, yeah? I know how to get out of here.
You do?
Baloney!
Okay, maybe I'm just thinking about it right now, but I will have the way to get out of here if you all stick by me, because I am the creator of this place.
Are you kidding me? You sound like a crazy person. You're talking out of your ass right
Oh,
now.
well, that's pretty rich coming from you. Okay, stop it.
I mean, don't you think it was a bit of an oversight only making one exit?
Oh, there's no exit. But we'll create an exit. We'll figure it out.
Excuse me?
All right. Final question. Keep it to like 2 sentences there. Yeah.
If you didn't create the whole infinite IKEA, but you did create this, then how the heck did you manage all of it and still got stuck here?
Because he's a dumbass. He's so horny, he's so full of himself, he can't think straight.
You have a child, and then the child is so genius. And then you don't know what they're going to do, and then they get arrested, and then you have childcare. You're right.
They want to deal with bail. Look, you've been lying to us this entire time about your identity and everything here.
It was just a little white lie.
Little lie that cost people lives, okay? But you know what? You said you know how to get out of here? But Izzy does too, and Izzy's been here far longer than you. So as long as one of you guys does it faster, then just do it already.
I will
stronger.
I will order in after it's
Exactly. All of this, you are all in my product. So you're basically like my independent contractors for the day. So with that, time is money. Job. Shut up.
Boom capitalism!
Well, that seems to have nothing to do with murder, does it?
No, but it does put things into perspective that, you know, a friend of mine for the past month who we've been housing in this settlement that Izzy and I founded together is the reason we're all here, is the reason this whole place is created, and therefore is the reason that my fiance's dead. So I'm not really that happy right now about this.
It's not exactly a great day.
No, I think it's actually probably the worst day.
Izzy and you founded this settlement.
Yeah, Izzy and I actually met when I got trapped here 2 years ago. He's been here for over a decade.
2 years ago.
And we met in another settlement, and we got separated from them when we got attacked by the -2s one night. So we got separated, so me, Izzy, and my fiance Carter all found the showroom and decided this would be a great place to start a new settlement. And then that's how it happened. And then all of these other people that we've welcomed into our place, just like we welcomed all of you guys, just came here and we let them stay here. And now we're in this dizzy where my fiance's dead, there's a murder accomplice running around, and there's not nearly enough beds to sleep in. So,
do you remember anything about the specific order of events of people arriving in this settlement after you and Izzy founded it?
So we founded it, and I think probably a few months after that is when Cam showed up. Cam just kind of came upon this place just like you guys did. And a few months after that, Cam found Sloan, I guess, when he was on a supply run and brought Sloan back here. And then after that, that's when Edgar showed up. Who else? And then after Edgar, Ren showed up. And they were all Foundation security members. Joe came here at some point in the middle of all the other Foundation members, but I don't remember when. And then Oz has only been here for a month. And apparently we have the creator in this settlement with us, so... Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser and curious.
Absolutely, and still in absolute danger, so...
Do you have any new notes in your notepad?
I mean, now we know that Oz is Dr. Wondertainment.
That takes them off the table for the murder, at least. Just not tangentially responsible.
Yeah, I suppose so. Besides that, though, I don't have anything so that I just don't trust the Foundation.
What do you know about... what do you know about this whole Edgar alibi of, you know, literally seeing Cam do it? How do we discount that? Why would we discount that if that's what he's always saw?
I mean, I saw Cam murder Carter myself.
Yes, so why is moving them out more important?
Just because we've already detained Cam by now. Edgar was actually the one who detained Cam in the shower.
I got you.
Right, but then after that, I have no idea where...
The body was moved.
Right, and I have no idea where he was.
Order of events.
Yeah, so the murder was 2:30. 3 to 4 a.m. the body was moved, but I don't know where everybody was last night.
Is Cam still in the bathroom?
Yes. Not that I would tell you to go talk to a murderer, but maybe he saw something last night. I haven't gotten it into myself to talk to him.
I'll take that bullet for you.
Oh
boy. And here we are.
Hi.
Hello there.
We're doing a little research for the
We're doing research for the things. Don't worry about it.
Why would I worry about anything? That would be a strange thing for me to do.
Not the SPC. I'm not a member of the SPC Foundation.
Not at all punching blahajas.
Yes, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm part of the
Let's head back to sexy wondertainment.
Well, they've escaped. Now we're going to investigate. Hello there.
Hello. What's your name?
Hello, I'm Theron, and you are?
Aaron. Cam.
Cam, are you doing all right?
I've been better.
I can imagine.
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, there was a very large ruckus. It's been very large ruckus after very large ruckus for the last 45 minutes.
Sounds like it.
What do you remember of the past evening?
I wish I could tell you what I remember, but I really don't remember very much.
Indeed, indeed. The last thing you remember, where does your memory start?
Well, I woke up this morning in here,
in here.
And before then,
I have the right to stay silent.
I found a note yesterday.
A note yesterday?
Yeah. Around evening time, maybe like 6 p.m.
6
There
p.m.
was a note with my stuff that said, meet me outside the showroom before nightfall. And I was gonna go meet whoever left it, but I don't remember anything after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see a tear in your sweater.
Yeah.
Do you know what caused that wound?
Yeah, Carter.
Carter.
The person I killed.
Do you... What kind of wound is under there, do you reckon? Have you investigated it?
Oh, it already healed. I heal really fast.
Interesting.
He, I guess scratched me, and I was covered in a lot of blood when I woke up, and it was still bleeding. But, Sloan bandaged me up, and it's already healed. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
And that's the only injury you had?
Yeah.
Were there any other symptoms of illness when you awoke? Some sort of dizziness or dry mouth or...
Actually, I don't remember what happened, but I do remember being really angry for some reason, and I kind of remember like flashes, like I know that I did it, but I don't know why. So I was wondering if there were like any signs that maybe the scientists could like test for why I went crazy last night. Like maybe they have some kind of experiment you can run that would prove that I was in a weird state, and then we could prevent it from happening again so I don't hurt anybody.
That is certainly something to investigate. Is there any recollection of any other people involved? Someone you met with that note that led you outside?
I don't know who left the note, but I assume...
Why do you feel like...
Sorry.
Well, it's like half an hour right now. How do you feel that?
I would assume it's the same person who
We
moved
have some
along.
sort of order up here, right?
And I don't know what happened, but I heard that Iris is the person who found me when I was, killing Carter.
Iris was the person who found you?
I think everyone kind of saw the aftermath, but I think Iris walked in on it.
And were you informed any role of Edgar's time and place?
Edgar?
Edgar.
I don't know what Edgar was. I would guess that he was patrolling or something.
And so Iris was the one who found you? Is what you remember or were told?
What I was told. Everyone kind of ended up running out when Iris screamed, but I think as I was doing it, Iris walked into the room and saw the whole thing. Yeah.
All right. I will be talking to the scientists to see if there's anything they can do to help investigate the situation.
Okay. Please do, because I really want to help, but I don't know what I can do in here.
Stay strong.
Thanks.
Try hard enough.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Hello, Sherman.
Hello again.
Yes, did you speak with Cam?
I did in fact speak with Cam. And so, can you remind me exactly the situation of Carter's murder? What was the scenario?
Sure. So it was late at night last night. I was actually sleeping in my bed when I heard some weird choking sounds coming out from outside.
Indeed.
I woke up, realized Carter wasn't in bed like he said he was going to be, and came outside here in the living room to check it out. I opened the door, stepped out, and I saw Cam rip Carter's throat out with his bare teeth, and the blood just going everywhere, and Carter fell to the ground, and Cam was just tearing him up with his own bare hands. I screamed, Edgar and the rest of the people came out, and Edgar detained.
Yes. You gonna help me with that?
Excuse me, Edgar. You're just gonna barge into my room again?
Yes, because you are not filling out the paperwork. There is now more paperwork for you to fill out.
A lot of paperwork. Okay, well.
I said no to paperwork twice, and the answer is more paperwork.
Listen,
I'm trying to find out what the accomplice
You need to fill out the official SCP booklet about procrastination.
Procrastination? This is not procrastination. I'm trying to do something important here, unlike someone whose literal job is security. Oh, these questions are ridiculous. Edgar, really? 4
Forehead. What? These are important for me to fill out right now?
Yes, it is!
Isn't it a little inconsiderate? The love of my life just died last night and was murdered, no less.
Can you?
And as security, this is your idea of what I'm supposed to be doing right now?
I need to do something right around here. I've let a murderer slip by, along with his accomplice.
Yeah, and that's not my fault, but yet I have to fill all this paperwork about my deceased partner? Look, I'll do you a favor, and I'll bring this back to your desk for you.
Edgar.
What?
Mind if I talk to you about something real quick?
Yes, sure.
I'm sorry, I'm unaware of how amnestics work, but I was brought up in a conversation. I need to know, any symptoms to it? Any way to tell if someone was amnestic?
Oh, convenient enough, I was just talking to my friend over here.
Ah, excellent. Hello.
Essentially, the amnestics do give you amnesia. Around 4 hours previous to when the injection occurs, or any sort of ingestion, along with drowsiness, the wooziness, trouble standing. Basically, if you took like 3 Xanax, that's what it kind of feels like.
Alright, would dry mouth, like cotton mouth, be a symptom?
Sometimes in rare cases.
Good job, Brent. Thank you. There's your donut. Hey, nowhere stinks. Tell him, Ren.
Iris told me to say that those who...
I asked her if she could deliver it for me, so you're welcome. Thanks for the paperwork.
I'm feeling particularly without leads at this moment, chat. Do you have any ideas for me? Anyone we should talk to? No, it's not an SCP fight club. Come on now. I think we make our way to the researchers. I think that's our next move. Exactly. You've got it, Mr. Chatterpick.
Thank you very much for telling me. It's a personal diary. Thanks.
Hello there.
Hi, I'm Joe, and you are?
You can call me Theron. How are you doing, Joe?
Pleasure. I could be better, but...
I understand.
Yeah. Something I can help you with, Theron?
I'm investigating certain things about the situation. Let's start with amnestics.
Yes,
So,
okay.
Edgar is in charge of the amnestic supply, it seems.
Yes.
And so, where do the amnestics come from?
Supposedly, Sloan and Edgar had some from their site assignments when they were first dispatched out here to work at the incident IKEA.
Excellent. It seems like they have a large supply, well in stocked.
I guess their superiors probably knew what they were getting themselves into and packed them for the long haul.
Is there any sort of supply roster, any sort of tracking of when they are used, when they are not?
I mean, it's supposed to be handled by Edgar. If he's the one in charge of them, he should have the logs of when they're to be used and administered.
Good. Amnestic logs. We'll look into that. Next up, what is your memory recollection of the situation of Carter's unfortunate demise?
Basically, I was asleep in the researchers' quarters beforehand, and all of a sudden started hearing Carter and Cam arguing a bit loudly, and then the screams intensified, and all of a sudden I started hearing Iris scream too. So at that point, got out of bed, came out of the research quarters, and at that point, all I saw really was Cam straddling the top of Carter's limp body and having to be restrained by both Edgar and Ren.
Edgar and Ren, all right. And so from that point, fill me in. What happened post-assault?
Basically, Edgar and Ren first went off to go contain Cam in the shower. Put on the SCP Foundation lock to try and keep him contained in the shower.
Was Cam injured?
It seems to be. I noticed there was that wound on his shoulder, presumably from the altercation with Carter.
A wound? Was that wound, did you see the wound before it was bandaged?
No.
Okay. Interesting. Continue.
But saw that and then, tried doing what we could to clean up the mess that had been made, unfortunately. And Edgar and Ren came in, took care of business. They said everyone go back to whatever they needed to do, get some rest, try to figure it out in the morning after a good night's sleep. So I went back to the research quarters, tried to get some sleep. Couldn't, for obvious reasons. An image like that gets burned into your brain pretty quick. So ended up needing to leave the research quarters to go to the bathroom, and it was at that point I noticed that when we had moved Carter's body next to the barricade, it was no longer there.
So you were the one who discovered that Carter's body was missing?
Yes, at least the first one that noticed it and then reported it to everyone, because I started banging on all the doors and yelling at everyone to wake up again.
That the body is missing, the body is missing?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And who was awake, who was not awake at that point, do you remember?
I mean, Edgar and Ren were both definitely awake, security doing their night watch. And then I remember Dr. Wondertainment, Iris, Sloan, and Izzy were all pretty quick to respond to. Everyone kind of came out in rather quick succession.
Interesting, interesting.
Okay. What's going on in the kitchen right now?
There seems to be some sort of altercation. We'll continue momentarily.
Of course there are.
Elder, he's very important.
Are you alright?
I'm okay. I've just gone through a lot of emotions in the past few minutes. Because I thought Willie was dead, but then he wasn't dead, and then I was accused of being a fake friend, and then I realized that Jungle Shark just died, and there's a lot that's happening. I'm just trying to process.
It's a very stressful time.
Are you okay? Did you know Jungle Skog at all?
I am unfamiliar with Jungle Skog.
Well, I mean, me too, really, but he was one of Izzy's very good friends.
Indeed, indeed. Do you remember what happened to Jungle Skog?
Yeah, he put him in a box to be Willie for the funeral, and then he suffocated in there.
Interesting.
So now Jungle Skog died over a prank that made me feel really bad. But Willie did not die, he's right here. So that is good.
He's right here, yes.
I'm Ren, by the way.
Ren, I'm Theron. It's very nice to meet you.
Theron, like with the TH at the beginning?
You've got it.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
That's a cool name.
Well, thank you very kindly.
Thank you for checking on me. I appreciate it. Willie does too.
What happened that triggered you right now? Why were you so upset at this moment? I saw that Izzy was very upset at the same time.
Yeah, I like the stuffed animals. They're very nice to me when other people aren't, and I don't know, I don't like when any of them die. It's a sad thing, because they all deserve to live forever and ever, because they're stuffed animals. I mean, who kills stuffed animals?
What kind of stuffed animal was Jungle Skog?
He's like, kind of like a big bear dude.
A big bear dude? Is that who Izzy was holding?
Yeah.
So, Izzy was holding... Unfortunately, Jungle Scott was deceased when Izzy was holding him right now. Do we know what happened to Jungle Scott?
Yeah, he's suffocated
in the prank box.
Yeah.
Okay, do we know why Jungle Scott was in the prank box in the first place?
Well, Izzy apparently was trying to prove that I couldn't actually talk to stuffed animals. And I can't. I mean, no one can talk to stuffed animals except Izzy, but I don't have anything in common with Izzy, so I thought if I pretended to speak to animals, we'd have a common ground there. But he wanted to expose me, so he took Willie, and then he pranked me by telling me that Willie had died, and then they held a funeral for him and everything, and then he pulled Willie out, and he was like, Willie's not dead, you can't speak to animals, and then I had to tell him that I couldn't, and I just thought me and Izzy were good friends, and I guess that we're not.
That is very unfortunate and kind of mean, it seems.
It is kind of mean, right? But it's okay because he didn't kill Willie. Willie's still with us.
Are you sure that Jungle Scott is dead? Or is Izzy just telling you Jungle Scott is dead?
Maybe he's not dead. Do you think it's another prank?
I don't know. If you can't tell, then how are we to tell that Izzy's telling the truth if Izzy wasn't telling the truth about that?
Excuse me, everyone's attention. Please gather in the living room. This is extremely important.
Thank you. Now I have two suspects.
Again?
You're a doctor.
Beautiful.
So, my research assistant, Rain, and I have been doing some investigations of our own, might I say. Trying to figure out which one of us has been, I don't know, maybe a little bit anomalous. And after some investigations, Rain, would you like to share your findings?
So the current proposed theory was that any anomalies created by the IKEA would be kind of a cover-up in and of itself. It would try to blend in, but not have a perfect story. And so we were trying to screen for stories that with inconsistencies or vague ideas. That was pretty much my investigation.
And your findings?
So the big one I was assigned to do was find like some specific memory, not just like, I mean, I try to get to know everyone, but kind of find a specific memory from before or just before you got into the IKEA. Everyone's checked out except for one person. I don't want to point fingers, but I think we should use the little camera on them.
Who is it?
Hi, Ren. I don't think we talked a lot.
Whoa.
Ren, I'm so sorry. Wait, and if it turns out you're human, then it's fine. And this is just one step in the investigation, okay?
Yeah, baby.
It's hold on to Willie. Yeah, it's not incriminating. Hey, it
What
won't
if
hurt
Willie's
at all.
anonymous?
It's okay.
Or
You can hold
anomalous?
Willie. Her stuff there.
Yeah,
It's like an extra. It's super painful.
Maybe we shouldn't start her over. It might be even more scary than
This is true. This is true.
So, Waylon, what?
Ren, you are anomalous.
Anomalous?
Whoa! Hey, there's something in your jacket! There's something in your jacket! What? What?
It's a grenade.
What, are you making overnight oats in here?
It's just a simple mason jar.
Exactly.
Just a simple little mason jar, sure.
Wait, how are you able to scan her?
What am I searching for, Sloan?
Check for mason jar. There's.
We have one scan left.
Yes, I know that there's
jars.
an SCP that's a mason jar, but I don't know how to get it.
Ridiculous.
I study them all the time, okay? I'm trying to figure something out.
SCP-3103
More
visually identical
SCPs?
to a typical American-made mason jar glass container.
Bingo!
When used to hold physical objects, displays no unusual properties. However, the owning entity may store concepts or ideas into the jar through a poorly understood process.
So there's an idea inside
Wait.
that jar.
Maybe that's where your intelligence went.
How did you get this? Everyone, please. You just picked it up? You just picked up an SCP, Ren?
I like the pattern on the outside.
Yeah.
She saw a shiny thing. It's like a toy. She wanted to play with it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Unfortunately, because you had an anomalous object on you, I don't know if my read was thorough. And I don't have any other tape to check again.
So, Ren,
So Ren might not even be anomalous.
fine, you're in the clear for now.
Hold up, wait. We're gonna find more tape. He said that he used the last of it, did he not?
I had one last scan.
Yeah, we have.
One last scan.
Can we turn the underwear back into tape?
Good God, I am not touching his underwear.
Yeah, okay. Back to work, everyone. We should do this the old-fashioned way.
Indeed, back to work.
Classic Foundation blunder. It happens.
So we don't know if
You're probably going to be doing I'm sorry, man. I wish I could just make us forget about that.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
Hey, at one point they did this without the technology.
Really trusting you, and I think that's
Fair enough, fair enough.
Maybe on this one.
I
don't know how. I'm gonna crack this case wide open.
And Cam seems to be all right, but Cam said that he remembers everything that's happened since coming to the IKEA, with the exception of what happened the night of the murder. I'm wondering, he's wondering, if there's some way that the scientists, being intelligent people, can help him to remember what happened that night.
Well, so the thing is, if it was just like normal memory loss, I would be afraid that we would have much of a chance of recovering them. However, it sounds like there was probably some usage of amnestics, essentially these memory wiping drugs that were used last night, both on Cam and on Izzy, it sounds like. There's multiple instances of claims of that.
So we have amnesia-inducing drugs on site, basically.
A large supply of them that are in Edgar's possession and distribution, with a log of when they are used, as long as the logs are well kept.
Is the log also in Edgar's control?
That is the case.
And so if there's not an entry for using them on Cam, but he's forgotten something, that points a rather insidious finger at Edgar.
I would agree, John. I would agree.
Interesting.
But in terms of figuring out a cure, I know Dr. Sloan had some specific prior experience dealing with anti-amnestics, essentially a reversal of the memory, the amnesia.
I can never pronounce it right the first time. It's nestic.
Yeah.
It's without the A. It's nestic.
Yeah. Basically, we try to just make it anti-amnestic so everyone can understand it, but amnestic is the correct technical term.
Yeah.
Nestic.
But interesting. Sloan would have the more knowledgeable expertise about that.
Okay. Sorry.
Of course.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Joe, what's the deal with the Gestalt test?
While they investigate the anti-amnestics, I want to ask Edgar about the log.
I know this is a stressful time. Let's start off this here. People are doing something that gave me order.
The only other thing
I needed something that I could hold on to, and something that's definite right now.
Forcing paperwork on you during this stressful time and want to work and you want to get yourself this case. I understand this is frustrating to work with people you budget in your work.
Oh, that's so sweet! That is taking a step towards being a nicer person, Edgar. Just a quick second to apologize to anyone.
According to protocol, you still have to do the paperwork, just the depth questionnaire, but you can do it on your own time, okay?
Thank you. I'll do that after we figure out all of this crap.
Don't worry, you have the calendar year. You're fine.
Edgar, I had a quick question for you.
Yes.
I was hoping I could see the logs for distribution of amnestics.
Well, you're looking at the log right here.
The log right here. How's your memory, my friend?
Crystal clear.
Haven't been amnesticized recently, right?
Yeah.
All right, so when have amnestics been distributed in, say, the last, 24 hours?
No.
No amnestics have been distributed in the last 24 hours.
None. I did a count this morning. All my syringes are accounted for. No additional fluid's been drawn.
The murder happened yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, because I heard you used amnestics on Izzy and Cam.
What's up?
I heard that you used amnestics on Izzy and Cam.
That's ridiculous. And don't you think it's convenient that two people here say they have the exact same symptoms?
So how did Cam get in the bathroom?
Well, I tore him off of Carter's body myself as he was ripping him apart.
Yep, fair.
And I contained him in the shower.
Okay, and he said he woke up in there. So do you think maybe you slipped some amnestics in there? Or?
Why would I use amnestics on the murderer?
Well,
I need to figure out his motive.
I mean, you know, to put him out.
The idea would, the more likely thing would have been that he was amnesticized somewhere before, and maybe an allergic reaction of some kind.
How long do the amnestics take to take effect?
Pretty much instantaneously, but they last 4-ish or so hours, maybe a little longer than that. You know, it's like taking like a Xanax or something.
So if Cam were affected by the amnestics, having forgotten the events of the murder, that means they were administered prior to the murder.
Yes.
I have two quick questions from the Containment Hazard Assessment team. My first is, were you the only one who moved Cam from the scene to the containment cell?
Yes, it was me. Just me.
All right, and second...
And Sloan and Joe supervised me to make sure that the proper containment procedures were in place.
And my second is, Cam's story of the post-murder recollection is that they were absolutely covered in blood. And now they're not. Their sweater is quite clean. What What is the situation there? Did someone clean him after containment?
He's in a shower.
And not wet.
That checks out.
And not wet.
It's been a while. He's dried out, okay?
Blood's not going to come out of a cream sweater. Come on, fashion, baby.
Listen, maybe he's just very stylish, you know? It's got those, like, it's like what my jacket's made out of. Water just sort of brushes off of it, you know? That, polyester, hydrophobic. Yeah. Hey, it seems like wool. Hang on, so...
You grabbed him. Did it feel like wool?
To be fair, it did feel like wool.
Did it blood stick to it like wool, or did it roll off when it hit him?
If the end...
There's an easy answer to this question.
Exactly, that's what I'm getting. Picture of him there. Yeah.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense. If that's true, that would explain why I don't remember.
I just have a very quick question. Did you turn on the water in this shower since you've been in there?
I saw it laying on the ground, and then I gasped for air.
And it came out of your sweater this cleanly? This sweater that you're currently wearing has no blood stains on it. And you washed yourself?
I mean, I think I washed it pretty soon after everything that happened, so maybe it's...
It's a very light-colored sweater to not have any stains at all. What kind of soap do you have in there? I don't see any detergent. Also, what book do you have?
Yes, because he literally just murdered him. I'm checking something else. When your guys got up this morning, was he not...
Unfortunately, he's not in my library. What can you tell me about that book?
Wait, I might have a solution to this.
A solution to this?
Apparently, from what I was told about the...
Oh, all right, everyone, get in here.
Keep, pin that. Pin it. We'll be back, Cam.
I think that we should all get on the same page, because I honestly don't know what's going on, and I need to be kept in the loop as security, you know, so if we could just kind of like share things that we've found, maybe if we could like try and focus on one person to interrogate, or literally anything would be very helpful to me.
Well, I have not seen any sharks here at the punch yet.
Yeah.
I came here for the sharks, so...
I saw a shark, however,
You did?
if that were to happen, I think someone would be particularly angry. However, have you addressed to the room yet of the fact that you went and you killed a bear and then you hide the body?
Oh, okay. In the IKEA?
It was right after you told me Willie was dead when he wasn't.
Okay, we have a couple testimonies here.
Okay, is he did not kill the bear, we killed the bear? It
Yeah.
was an accident.
Yes,
I blessed the body. It's good.
Yeah. Let's gather some semblance here, people. Stuffed animal deaths aside, we need to be focusing on the actual murder of Carter.
Who moved the body?
Right.
That's what I want to figure out. Does anyone have anything they want to share that just maybe someone's a little suspicious? Like Brent said, I think it'd be a good idea to like maybe interrogate someone.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just running in circles right now, just talking over each other. So
He's the one with the shark plushie. I don't trust him.
we'll keep that in mind.
I would
Yeah.
like to...
Okay, so
Wait.
what happened to your jacket?
Hold on, Jen.
Let's take turns speaking, because if we speak over each other, it's not gonna get us anywhere. So, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has kind of been thinking about this, but I'm kind of just noticing things. And timelines, correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody else has any information, please let me know. I'm not saying Sloan should be suspicious, but Sloan was a little bit quick to scan Ren here, with that being the last scan that we needed to figure out who this person who was the murderer is, possibly. Now, it was wasted on the jar. So that means that we can't rely on that one scanner if we were correct to indicate who the person could actually be. So we have to rely on memory, we have to rely on timelines and stuff like that too, okay? Something that's one, first of all, instantly suspicious. Second, I was talking to Ren a little bit before her incident happened with the scanner. She did notice a little bit something around 2 o'clock-ish about...
Yeah, Ren, could you remind us
say
what you saw?
I
saw Sloan walk into the bathroom and talk to Cam.
And what time was the murder? What time of the murder?
I mean, that was like right after.
Like at 3?
Yeah. It was like right after the murder.
Sloan, you went to go talk to the
Yeah,
murderer
you're-
after
yeah.
the
Why are you explaining yourself?
No.
Good job.
I didn't. I was in bed. Exactly where I should have been last night. I was not out of bed. In fact, Ren, for you to be casting such accusations out and about, you must have been out of bed. Why was that?
She's security.
Yeah, she's security.
I would also like to add that from others I've heard you say that he was out of bed. So you had to be out of bed to say that he was.
We share a room.
That is true. We live in the research quarters together.
Then in that case, was she asleep at that time?
No.
Can you confirm that she was asleep at that time?
I cannot confirm that.
Is that just because you were asleep and had nothing going by yourself?
Trust me, I was trying to get to sleep after
You
what
weren't
happened.
asleep last night. You weren't in bed.
Yes. I will say I don't know what this means, but if it's helpful to the group,
Absolutely.
Then might as well share it. I was told very early on in the night. I've been talking to Cam, and Sloan told me to deliver a pen of some sorts to him, and just said it was a symbol of hope.
It is.
So. I was told again.
But when does the man commit a murder?
Yes.
I have a question.
Of course.
So the Foundation is well known to use its amnestic protocols to wipe murder.
Yes.
Who here within basically this area, who is in basically possession of amnestics during this time?
This would be
Edgar?
Edgar and Rem, actually.
Security, right?
So what about security personnel are the only ones authorized to use and carry amnestics?
Yes.
Correct. And upon asking Edgar from earlier, he did say that during his morning counts, all of the amnestics were still there.
Yeah. So when you guys saw Edgar carry Cam into the bathroom, was it amnestics used during that thing?
I mean, there was a lot going on. I didn't.
If you could really hard remember.
I mean, all I remember is the two of them working together.
Yeah, the two of them had carried the body into the bathroom just by themselves, while the rest of us were essentially moving Carter's body and cleaning up the
While
blood.
they were carrying like Cam out into the bathroom, I didn't see them do anything, but they were there in the bathroom for a few minutes actually cleaning up in the
So
shower.
it was Edgar and who?
And Red, the security person.
Do you remember using during the carrying?
No.
Now,
I don't carry amnestics on me.
Didn't you tell me that you moved the body yourself, Edgar?
Oh, listen. These things kind of get mixed up, you know?
But who moved the body? You alone?
I did.
Was Ren there?
Ren was there, yes.
What, Ren, were you there?
Whose body?
When we moved Cam into the shower.
Oh yeah.
She was there.
I was there. I helped some.
Yes.
I mean, we were all there.
Why leave her out?
So who are we going to be investigating?
Heroic.
There's a lot of things
you know?
moving in a lot of
Sounds cool
directions.
if I make it sound like I did it all
I
the
hate to
time.
say it, but
Yeah, I feel like
pushing out the
Iris,
advice.
you have a shark.
She's a very nice person.
You run the boat.
She's gonna get punched.
Oh, you should try her. No.
I don't think I will.
Goodness gracious! We're just gonna do a freaking vote! Because I can't tell what anyone's saying anymore.
Let's just, yeah, I think we should
That
take a
is,
vote just to see who we should interrogate. So,
Man,
just vote for who you think is the most
Did
suspicious.
you have one last thing to
one
add?
last thing to say, Sloan, can you openly tell me, how was your and Cam's relationship? I just wish to know for...
This sounds like an investigation, not a vote.
Pretty
If we vote Sloan, we can ask all the
If you really want me to vote for you so that I can get the answers that I need for my for it, so be it.
One last thing for John,
I
and then you can
have a piece of information that I feel is in Sloan's defense, and that is that Cam appears to have had amnestics used on him, and I have been trying to find a way to reverse that effect so that we can get Cam's account of the situation, and Sloan has been the only person helping me to reverse those effects.
I mean, we kind of fucked around already with the anomaly, so...
If Sloan was guilty guilty, why would she want Cam to remember and therefore inform us of her guilt?
That's facts, though.
That's facts, though.
Okay, I think that's good. Let's vote.
Okay, let's take the vote. Only vote once.
Only vote once, please.
Let's just start with Iris. Does anyone think we should investigate Iris? Okay. Does anyone think we should investigate Izzy?
Yeah!
One vote for sure.
I
Somebody here.
Come
on, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, let's go. Another one.
What about Edgar? Okay, what about Dr. Wondertainment?
Frustrating for very many other reasons, but not this one.
Anyone go for sloan? I know, but
two.
I thought two.
Just us, okay.
I got three. And then for Ren, anybody?
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, Ren's.
Okay, asshole. Well, I guess we know who we're going for at you.
Okay, it seems like Edgar has the most votes to be
Listen, folks. I may be an asshole. I may be a dick. I may be the biggest piece of shit walking God's green earth.
Yeah, go on.
But I would not break my protocol as security to sabotage this Foundation site in any way, shape, or form.
We're just going to detain you for now.
Oh,
so you can
detain me?
answer some questions.
No, not for amnestics. They don't usually have
Is he no CPR?
No.
Is he start joining us all?
What?
Well, there goes one.
What the fuck was in that vial?
It should have been. Oh my God! Someone tampered with the supply.
Well, why would he tamper his own amnestics?
I mean, he was trying to get red.
Someone's trying.
But he wouldn't use it just so carefree if he knew it was poison.
Everyone make some room. We gotta move the body.
Oh my God!
Clear line.
There's only 2 people that have access to amnestics.
For sure.
I'm just saying, who else has access to that?
Except Red.
There it is. I rest my case.
Oh my God.
Okay, look, we got a lot of things to figure out on our hands, and we need all of your guys' help still.
Okay.
We need to figure out who the hell tampered with the amnestics and how.
Yes.
We still need to find a way out of here. And we still need to figure out if, in fact, the person who was the accomplice was Edgar or someone else is behind another murder.
In fact,
Let's just trust Expo.
speaking about point 2.
He's kind of dead.
Sorry, everyone. I'm not feeling very good right now.
That's all good.
But
I think it's important to tell them what happened.
Maybe you shouldn't be on that high as this stuff.
I ran an experiment. You guys can help me with yourselves.
Okay, so
Take
we
it.
ran an experiment because we have realized that Cam had an attachment to Dr. Wondertainment and saw him as a father. we decided to go and look into this and realize that Cam was approximately 99% human and only 1% anomalous in his place.
Correct.
100%. And what happened is we ended up managing to make Cam completely human.
What?
With help from
Yeah.
Wondertainment.
And it worked?
It worked. So I think that's your feeling. I did realize something.
Yeah.
What is it? It's not possible it could have had an opposite.
It made him even more.
Because your powers, you said they weren't working no matter how much you were eating. So am a little concerned.
I usually experience like a hangover effect whenever I have a big experiment like that, and
it's not working.
So
Let's
keep running this.
You might have to
You can keep
This
running
doesn't help us find out who moved the body. You already know
This
this
is
is
not. Those of you who want to investigate Cam,
And this is not the point. What I'm saying is I figured out how to get out of here in my moments of death, almost death on the floor.
I don't believe you for a second. I have been working incredibly hard on a way to get us out of here, and I know everything that we need to do.
And my people will work with me, and your people can work with you. Fine, we can figure this out.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
I'm sorry, but I hate to be rude, but you've been here for 10 years.
Yeah.
You said you've been working that entire time trying to figure a way out, and you haven't found it.
No, I have not been working the entire time. I spent 2 years working on it, and then 8 years doing a lot of drugs.
And it only took me a month.
Busy day, huh?
Whoever wants to help
Busy day.
come to the kitchen.
Whoever wants to help me, stay right here. Did you guys forget there's still like an accomplice on the loose?
So bad for Iris, but I don't want to be here anymore. It would be nice to get out of here, but I'd also like to not let a accomplice to murder who may have caused the murder. I don't know about that man.
Hey. No one's trustworthy. Come on.
Everyone's a little bit sus.
Turn off the lights.
Well, one person in one room. Hello again.
Yeah, I think people are just dropping like crazy. And I feel like the longer we wait, the more people are gonna die. I don't know what to do, but everyone's so focused on getting out of here and turning Cam human, but we still have someone here who's an accomplice who is making all these murders happen, and I really feel like that's what we should be focusing on here.
Well, we could escape, but if we escape with an accomplice / possible actual murderer,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not a good day.
Exactly, and I feel like now that they know that we're trying to get out, whoever this mole is going to sabotage us on the way out. I don't think we're going to be able to make it out if we don't figure it out. So, I hate this IKEA.
Oh my. That was quite a sound. Here goes the clue run. There's something suspicious about everyone here.
I guess so, that's true.
Edgar was a very good hint. He had very multiple holes in his stories.
Right.
But he's also gone. And so, if that were the case, then that would be an easy solution. But it's not, because the circumstances of his demise do not lend to an easy solution.
Carry on.
And you're right.
Alright.
All the screaming. Sorry. All the screaming and all the stuff going on. So sorry.
Very unfortunate. Made your throat very dry.
As you can tell, I've been screaming quite a lot. We're screaming over everybody. What's going on? People are dying everywhere. I feel like my voice is sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where everybody was last night, but it's not helping. You know, Joe he says he was sleeping, but he wasn't according to Sloan. Sloan was sleeping, but she wasn't according to Joe. I don't know where anybody was last night. And it's not getting any better, so.
Everyone's got changing stories.
Yeah, and Edgar had a lot of holes in his, but now he can't account for anybody.
He's got one particular hole that's a problem for us.
Which is?
The one in his arm, you know.
Yeah! Yeah! maybe a little early to be making jokes.
Maybe get them working together.
It's a defense mechanism. What? Have you been drinking that all night?
A little bit.
Has that cough been persisting all evening?
Excuse me!
Oh my gosh! I'm fine! Are you here? I am perfectly fine!
What in tarnation?
Don't even ask about it, Sherman!
What is going on in here?
You guys have a reason for barging into my room?
Hey.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Where the fuck is it? Your tenant was under a pillow. It's already get it. It's not already get it. Oh god. Keep my mouth. Don't even worry about it.
We're trying to find out.
Okay.
We're trying to be a little romantic towards Izzy.
Romantic?
Yeah, it was a little strange this time, but you know, a distraction. What do you think? Draw Izzy's attention.
I mean, I don't think he's much of a romantic guy per se.
More of a...
But, I mean, I know he really likes music.
Music?
He listens
Okay.
to his iPod Shuffle all the time. Maybe he would be the kind of guy to, like, listen to his crush's favorite song on repeat. Like, you know, don't tell him I said that.
Have you found any legs under your bed?
I know. I've had multiple people barge in here looking around my room, so I guess feel free. I don't think this is my room anymore, apparently.
Alright, well. I think I see something.
To answer your question, no, I haven't had a cough all night. I just, with everything going on,
I see a big, like, package down there.
a lot of screaming and crying and sobbing. It can really do a number on somebody. I don't even know what they're looking for. Everyone just barges into my room, apparently.
There's
so.
a leg. There's a leg under the bed.
There's a leg under the bed?
There it is. There it is.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. All right, thank you.
Okay.
A leg.
I don't know what that is. Okay.
If it's a -2 leg, well, it's very bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what leg they're looking for, but it looks like it's a wooden mannequin leg.
Are you familiar with the -2s and their properties?
A little bit. I mean, I know that they're really disproportionate.
I'm going to go follow them because this seems like a very important clue.
Yes, absolutely.
Why did 18 people run into that room looking for this leg?
I have no idea. There's just something.
But some of the bags have, what did he call them, residences? One of residences, and he gave us this photo. So we found the
Okay,
lake.
and so you now found the leg.
Yeah.
The trial continues.
These are what I use to find my way around here. You know, they feel very strong.
Like a mental brittle sort of
Are you looking for a leg? The leg has been found. They have the leg.
What has been found so far?
The stuffed animal was left behind by the finder of the leg.
Oh no!
Let me return 999 to its sources. My word. These people leaving a frickin' pigsty. I believe you lost your son.
We're trying to find an arm,
An arm.
but it's gone.
It was between the couch cushions, but it's not there anymore.
It's not
so.
there anymore.
Yes.
Do you think someone maybe is, I don't know, specifically maybe a certain -3?
Who would be looking for them? Why are they looking for them? I'm not involved in this at all.
Fair enough. One ask.
What's going on?
They came to me and they were like, I need you to.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Alright, well, first
Hello again, Joe.
hi, Sarah.
How are you doing?
A bit more confused than I was to begin with, unfortunately.
It seems like we all are.
Yeah, with all this singing and hullabaloo and everything, it's a little bit of an abstract way to try and figure out all these issues.
Why the singing?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, why the doll?
So that Izzy had been holding on to essentially the torso of that thing for months, even before I was here, and presumably had this whole theory that the IKEA was whispering to him that it was some clue to the gateway out here.
Okay, a way out. So that's what they're Easter egg hunting right now.
Apparently.
On top of that, do you have anything that could test fluid for a sort of intoxicant?
Yeah, go for it, I can kind of test something under the microscope, see if I can find any anomalous.
I feel like unless you had a slide specific to putting a liquid under it, that would be very helpful.
That's true.
Okay, can you tell me about the mason jar?
Yeah, so apparently this is SCP-3008, called quite simply a mason jar.
Indeed.
And basically it can be used to hold everyday objects like a normal mason jar, but its unique property is that it allows people to store a singular concept or idea in there, and when they do, it escapes from their own mind. So essentially, if you wanted to pass a lie detector test by not revealing a secret, you could speak the secret into the mason jar, you wouldn't have any actual recollection of it, and then once the lie detector went through, you could take the memory back out of it and put it back into your brain.
And this is not an anomaly I've studied in my time at the Foundation. What would happen if you open said mason jar?
Supposedly, if the person who owned it, I guess Ren at this point, would probably regain whatever memory was stored in it, if there was in fact one to begin with.
So, if their jar was in their pocket, would it be pertinent to hand them the jar and have them open it and see what happened? Would that be an experiment we'd like to run?
I think so, Theron.
Joe, would you help me with this?
Absolutely.
Let's hope this hullabaloo doesn't stop us.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a troll, but... Ren! May we have a word?
Okay.
Well, Theron here kind of made me realize something. This mason jar that was found in your jacket, supposedly it's able to hold on to a single idea or concept from the person who has ownership of it. And clearly it was yours. It was in your jacket after all. So we think potentially if we open up this jar right now, you might be able to regain whatever memory was stored in here to begin with. Would you be willing to try it?
Yes. Everyone will have a QR code.
Quantum resonance.
Wait! I don't think so.
The bathroom has a QR code.
Anything? Something?
You're not going to be too happy about this. Apparently I was craving a meatball and macaroni sandwich.
Well,
that does sound very good, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that does sound very you.
I forgot that I had the idea. That makes so much sense because I put it in the...
Somebody get a scan code.
Well, thank you for verifying that it works at least, Ren. Appreciate it. And glad there wasn't anything incriminating about you. That would have been awkward to find out. Okay. I'm glad you found love, or made love happen.
I made love happen.
All right.
Well, Theron, I'm afraid we kind of reached a dead end there.
That is a hell of a dead end.
Yeah. But, look, let me ask you, have you been able to figure out any particular alibis or evidence of where people were last night between the murder and the body being moved?
Honestly, the stories have changed so many times, but my suspicion keeps coming back, unfortunately, to Sloan. It seems that who's awake at the time, you guys didn't agree on who was in the room.
Well, I do have to confess something. I can't fully verify whether Sloan was in the because I wasn't. I mean, I was initially, but then I just got concerned that Carter must have been blackmailed or given some type of evidence or letter or something that convinced him to come out here and confront Cam that late at night. So instead, I went into Iris and Carter's room, kind of snooping through their closet, checking for evidence.
Can you catch me up? What would Carter have needed blackmail for? What was?
I mean, potentially something about his relationship with Iris, his idea of getting out of here, his desire to potentially kill someone else in this settlement. Whatever the situation was,
I wasn't able to stumble upon anything, but I heard footsteps coming into the room, so I quickly hid in the closet. And at that point, I heard Iris and Dr. Wondertainment come into the room. And quite understandably, I was just grieving, and Dr. Wondertainment was comforting me.
Okay, can you tell me about you and Sloan's relationship?
I mean, they're the head researcher, I'm essentially the second in command, and they...
Strictly business?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that I was like the third wheel to Sloan and Cam this whole time, and I wanted the best of both of them. Oh, I think that guy finally punched that shark he was talking about.
They are rather one-track minded, the SPC. They have one thing, but they do it rather efficiently.
Every now and then it's good to have a worker be like that. But there's one thing about, if things do point to Sloan, I do think that Ren's testimony about Sloan going to talk to Cam immediately after the murder might hold some weight there. I think if Cam can verify for you that he spoke with Sloan for part of the time, but not all the time, that can at least verify that Sloan was up and about and might have been somewhere where there was no evidence where she could have moved the body without.
And this pen, do you know anything about this pen that came up during that whole hubbub?
I think it might have just been a gift that was once given by Cam to Sloan, and she decided to return to him in the moment.
Dr. Appleby, do you have any word on this pen, on this, we're all here.
Yeah.
Welcome, Tim.
Well, we're from the pen. We are currently trying to find the rest of the pieces of the building. We have 20 minutes before
19. We should find who's trying to kill everyone before we leave, though.
Agreed.
I have a feeling that they'll find a way to not let us leave if we do.
That's the thing, if you guys are having a hard time figuring out how to finish this goal thing to get us out of here, there's a very good chance whoever is doing the murders is constantly
trying to keep us here. I did hear that the doll part that was in the couch was not supposed to be there, or was gone. If it was gone, it might have been hidden by said impostore.
I agree.
What? Wait.
But that would be my advice to you, is if you can, talk to Cam about his time with Sloan after the murder. See if we can get a time frame of her whereabouts.
I'll take a look while my team investigates the rest of this office right now.
Thank you, Darren.
Yeah. Todd?
Have you narrowed down, eliminated any suspects?
Right now, my only situation is, it was Edgar or Sloan in my mind. Or something is... about Joe is weirding me out, but I don't have any evidence of anything yet. Yeah. He's just too normal. He's just too normal. There's something there.
No one named Joe is normal. Well, that's not true. The opposite's true.
If you wanna run this line, I'll run that line.
I'm gonna have you run this line, actually. Well, I tried to investigate Joe.
I already did.
I'm sorry, we were really flirting with Wondertainment and overtaking his company.
Seems legit.
What happened to Wondertainment? He is messed up.
He's dying. What? He's dying. Wondertainment's dying.
We can't get out of here if the person who made it.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Cam next.
Trying to hurry.
Beg your pardon, beg your pardon.
Sorry.
What?
Whoa. Hey.
Wondertainment!
Fireplace!
I'm on to you.
Fireplace!
Where's fireplace?
I'll let Dr. Appleby handle that. Hello. We're gonna let them handle that. I've got a question for you. Have you talked to anyone about your evening, about Sloan's interaction with you after the murder, directly after the murder?
Yeah, well, actually, it was kind of awful. She said that she felt betrayed by me and that she didn't.
I don't want to interrupt you or something. If you're doing something important.
Can you give us exactly a minute?
All right, go for it. People were saying, she was saying that I had betrayed her and that I had...
She was saying that.
She was saying that I had betrayed her by killing Carter and that she was doubting if any interaction we had ever had was genuine because I had been lying to her for our full relationship. And she had said that she didn't know if she felt the same way about me anymore.
And that's interesting. And was that all she said to you? Then what happened next?
We talked for a really long time.
A really long time.
We talked pretty much the whole morning until we heard Joe yelling about the body being missing.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a lot of ruckus, but one more question. A pen was given to you?
Yeah. Sloan's favorite pen.
Why did she give you that pen if it was a conversation about betrayal? What did the pen mean?
I guess she had some time to think about it, and I think she wants to trust me. Or at least that's what I think this means. It's her favorite pen. It means a lot to her. Yeah.
Have you opened the pen? Have you written anything with it?
No.
Can you write on that book? Can you test it out? It looks normal. And your mind is not injured to the point of not being able to write language, so that's at least good for you.
I guess so.
What is that symbol on the pen?
I've never looked at it. Not Sherman? Oh, I think it's a cigar company or something.
That does look to be a cigar-like label, yes. Interesting.
Actually, Sloan would be able to answer your questions better, probably.
All right. Thank you for the intelligence. I'll let them in.
Okay.
I'm out. Go right ahead.
Let's do the thing. Let's go. Hold on, we asked for
Yeah, what you do? All the ingredients.
Simmer down.
I heard you wanted to talk about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. This is. I did this. I deserve this.
Come in.
Maybe no, really likes to take him right away.
Okay, you know what? You said get out of the splash zone.
Sorry, these
So
are
I'm
my
about
research
to die.
Thanks for doing that.
Hey, nice. All right.
It means a lot. It really made me feel a lot better about myself to know that you still at least maybe thought there was a chance that I could be human, and now I am. And Android, it's a big awful, but I really want to help you figure out what happens because I really care about you.
And a hush falls.
I made an anti-message for you. But the only way to administer it is I have to let you go. But if you do anything, if you step out of line even a little bit, I'm gonna have to bring you back orders. Okay?
Okay.
I need to know what I'm
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh. Just make sure that people stand back. Make people stand back. Keep people 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 back. Yeah, keep back.
Dude, I like just standing outside. Okay, that's gonna sound worse.
What do you mean it's all good?
Oh, it's too late.
I don't. No, I was about to say I like standing outside wrestling. That just sounded worse. It sounded worse. Oh, he's having a reaction.
Cam's on my side.
We're using an anti-amnestic right now.
I remember.
Oh, he's got memories. He's got memories. Shut up. Got memories.
I kind of remember. You're right, Sloan. There's another -3.
Yo! Got them bits.
They knew I was a -3 because they're a -3. They're a lot stronger than me. We're in a lot of danger. They're really strong. I can't remember their face, but they threatened me. They said that if I didn't revert to my true nature, that they were going to tell everybody that I wasn't human, and then they would all turn against me, and they were going to tell you because they knew about what happened.
I mean, I'd say Dr. Wondertainment, but he seems to...
So,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You were fully manipulated.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You're not
trying to
supposed
master
to.
everything out. Really eliminate you.
Romance at night.
That's
One win today. All right. One win.
I'm remembering, so maybe I can help you figure out who it was if I see them.
Yeah. Let's bring him out.
something about this, it had to be me. So, what we figured out, there is another -3. I was right.
Listen, I really want to help you all figure out what happened because I really thought we were a family before all of this because I love you guys, okay? So I want to protect you all from getting hurt and because I love you, Sloan.
I called it.
So,
Very cute.
I'm not going to hurt anybody, so maybe we can figure out who did it so that nobody has to get hurt anymore. I'm sorry, I don't recognize whoever it was. I don't remember everything.
Do you remember what their voice sounded like? Like if we line everybody up that could be a suspect, could you maybe?
I don't.
That sounds dangerous.
I don't think so. Iris, you've been looking into everything. Have you figured anything out, Iris?
I called this meeting right now because it's nighttime and you can hear the dashes outside. I don't think we have much more time. Everyone's dying. We can figure this out right now.
And we have to figure out how we're getting out of here. Do we respect or do we reject?
Reject.
Respect.
We have Okay, even if we want to get out of here, whatever this prophecy thing is or whatever, we can figure out who the mole is. Because if we don't figure out who the accomplice is, they will sabotage us getting out of here. So we have to figure that out first. So can we just come in the middle here? Let's have a discussion.
Yeah, some people gather over here. This is space next time.
I'll go this way.
Again, our test was
Guys, please, I want to have a group discussion, please. We really got to get to the
Okay, settle up, everyone.
yeah, okay, you can
I hate to be
Please, let's not talk over each other right now.
I hate to be pointing fingers, but Rem, you seem a lot calmer.
Yeah.
Before the lights went out, you were constantly on edge, almost twitching at all times.
I gave her a lot of candy.
Yeah, I mean,
We did 6 pieces.
honestly,
Like,
I feel
I
like
gave her a
that's
lot of candy.
Right?
I understand that everyone has their own suspicions about this, but we've tried scanning, we've tried candy, we've tried everything. I think we just need to go over the real facts, which is where everybody was last night, from 3 to 4 a.m., which is when the body was moved. I think that's going to be actually how we figure this out, regardless of all these other suspicions. So, does anybody want to share if anybody found out anyone else's alibis?
Not specific alibis, but I mean, 2 things. 1, only security has access to the amnestics. Things to consider. Number 2, we asked all of the people that were here previously about the phrase, the store's closed, please exit the premises, And Cam, when he was under the influence of the anomaly, was like, it made me feel fear, it made me feel apprehension, it was this whole thing, right? Yeah. We asked everybody, and everyone was like annoyed. We're like, oh yeah, they say that because it's annoying. 1 person acted in fear. Hi, Red. You acted in a little bit, it was a little suspicious, I have to say.
I also noticed the only other person who helped move Cam's body when Cam was remembered was Red. You were the one that helped move the body.
Because I'm security, that's part of...
But also, then you're the only other person who had access to amnestics.
I have to ask Edgar to get amnestic. I haven't carried amnestics in a month.
It's true, Edgar really holds on to the amnestics.
But one of them happened to Edgar.
I know, it's just... I want to figure this out by seeing where everyone was last night. Because just building suspicion that Red isn't going to get us anywhere.
Let's do it. All right, then.
Let's do it.
Go round robin asking where they were.
You know, just out of everything, the only person, when we were talking about who was awake last night, right? Sloan, stuff like that. Joe couldn't say that Sloan was there or not, even though they share a room. You were saying it was because you were asleep?
Yeah, there was some
Or were you doing something? Maybe were you up?
Cam claimed that Sloan was talking to him all through the morning. All through the morning. Long time.
You can corroborate that.
Yes.
Yes.
I was not moving a body.
Yeah.
So then, but Joe...
I was worried that if I told people where I actually was, that it would raise very suspicion on me, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because otherwise I would have ended up like Edgar.
I mean, this would really help us.
Yes, well, I think I talked to Theron, I believe I talked to you and a couple others about this, but essentially... Yeah, Clay, I think I talked to you about it a little bit. Essentially, I went to inspect Carter's things because I had thought that he had motive to try and confront Cam last night, and then I heard people coming in, and it turned out to be Iris and Dr. Wondertainment. And understandably, the two of you were grieving and consoling each other and being very vulnerable and honest. And it got to me, and I guess you guys heard me in the closet, opened it up and saw me in there. And thankfully, you guys didn't narc me out or rep me out to the group, but you allowed me to grieve with you, and that took us basically the whole morning as well. Yeah.
I'd say
What about
you two. I actually have a question about you two. You claim that he was consoling you the entire, for almost an hour while this was happening. He doesn't remember a word, I believe.
Okay, I did say that, and it was because, as Joe mentioned, we were all talking together last night, and one of the things I discussed with the two of them as I was grieving was that I was having second doubts of the marriage, and I didn't want to tell anyone because I knew that if I said something about
Focus
it,
here.
that everyone would just point their fingers at me because it's like, okay, well, it's obviously you're the fiance, you don't want to get married anymore, but I didn't do it, and I was with Oz and Joe all night last night, but I knew if I said that with all the chaos going on, nobody would listen to me and just automatically think it's me, so I didn't want to. Yeah, and that's why I said I was with Izzy, but I don't know about Izzy saying he doesn't remember anything.
He doesn't remember anything being with you is what I was getting at.
Well, I wasn't with him last night, I was lying.
Now that makes more sense.
Yeah, but now, so Izzy, where were you last night?
I was with Edgar.
Edgar?
You said you didn't remember.
That you were leave the show
Edgar, he got me with some amnestics last night.
It's funny that Izzy claimed the side effect of the amnestics was an extremely dry mouth, which Edgar repeatedly claimed was not one of the side effects.
Baby, why are you lying to people? We both know that you're immune.
How do you know I'm immune?
I know the symptoms. I watch you all the time. You do what? You're not immune to amnestics?
I've been immune for a few months. Edgar got me with those things like once a week. It only took like 6 times for me to develop a tolerance and like maybe 12 to get an immunity.
That's true.
Now you're saying, but you just said that.
But then we know that you were not amnesticized last night. That's the point.
I was amnesticized last night, and I was pretending that it worked.
Why?
But why are you saying it now?
I have dirt on Edgar, all right? Whoa. But I can't say that I have dirt on Edgar when he thinks I don't remember I got dirt on him.
You're just being devious.
Wait, hold up. So why would Edgar feel the need to administer amnesty to you last night?
Because I saw him trying to kill Cam.
What?
Yo!
Why?
Oh, no, that's fair. I killed somebody.
No, that's not fair. You can't.
When did he try to kill Cam? I thought Cam was locked away right after the murder of Carter.
Yeah,
when did he take? When? Yep.
Around maybe like 3:30-ish, I woke up, I couldn't sleep, and I went around checking all the barricades, and I saw Edgar swinging around this table leg, saying, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch Cam. And he left his post watching the body and went over to the bathroom, and that is when I intervened, because I just could not, in good conscience, just let that happen. Yeah.
You say he left his post, does that mean he was on watch right then?
He was, yeah.
But Ren said that she was on watch at that time.
You weren't on watch, you weren't anywhere to be
No one
seen.
even asked me about what.
Okay, so far with everything that we've gone through, everyone was with each other, at least for a little bit, but Ren, nobody was with you the whole night last night.
Let's hear some more about that.
With Billy, I just was.
I know Edgar's gone, but Izzy was saying that they were together, but you weren't with anybody last night, so your alibi's the only one that's not accounted for.
I saw Sloan go into the bathroom.
Exactly, you saw me go into the bathroom, which means you were out of bed.
Well, yeah,
Why?
went to bed after that.
And why were you trying to go into the bathroom?
I just wanted to check on Cam.
Why would you
Why would you want to do that? Because I know from personal experience what it's like to be locked in a shower.
Do you also know what it's like to murder?
No. Yeah, did you empathize with everything about him?
Oh yeah, so what is it? That's your only thing.
Yeah.
Edgar, it was an accident. It was an accident.
What's the truth? I'm not saying that like you did anything camera, and it's just that everyone else was accounted for when the body was moved. Like, it was impossible for any of us to do it, and you're the only person that no one can corroborate.
So just because of that, you really think it's me?
We don't have anything else to go off of. It's not like I think you had it in you to do it. It's just we don't have any other option.
Give us anything that can prove you're not.
You guys literally know me. I could not do this. I couldn't do anything like this.
We just want to know where you were.
I was in my room just so but no one saw me sleeping. That means that I moved the body.
There's no other option.
Nobody mentioned the body.
You're very
The
entire conversation.
No, the conversation was about how you were watching Cam go in the bathroom. The original one, and you mentioned the body just now. So.
No, the original conversation was where I was when the body was moved.
Yeah. And it's not enough.
I'm friends with all of you. You guys actually think that it could be me? Out of all of you, you're not gonna kill me like Edgar? We just want to get to the bottom of this, and it's just that no one can say where you were, so especially you, Iris.
Wait a minute.
It's not like I cannot believe that you think that it. I cannot believe that you are the one that figured it out. Fuck. I mean, really, out of everyone here, you have 2 researchers, you're head of security, but no one knew. Nobody knew that me or Cam were here. It's pathetic. Honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself. You better back the fuck away, Cam. You don't want to get me started. Yeah, okay. It was me. Congratulations. I'm the one that moved the body, but it does not matter. Because you're all gonna die anyway. I'm gonna kill you all with my bare hands if I have to. Because I want you all out! Out of my home! So I'm gonna get rid of you all as quickly and efficiently as possible. I mean, do you have anything to say for yourself before I kill you with the rest of them? You mean even less to me than a human now, Cam. You're not only denying me, you're denying our entire nature! I worked hard to pull that little bit out of you, and you finally got there, but then no, you got cold feet. You went back to your human ways, to disgusting human ways. I mean, you fell for a stupid little human. What could you possibly say for yourself right now?
Ren, this is great. All this time, you've been there. You understood me. We understood each other.
Yeah, I thought we did.
Yeah, we're like siblings, and that's amazing because that means we can help each other. These people, they're our family. You're having real feelings now. You're feeling rage, and that's human. Feelings are human. We can make this right without killing anybody. We can help them leave the IKEA.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Except we are not even close to siblings. We cannot be farther apart, Cam. I am far superior to you in every sense of the way. And that's why I was able to do every little manipulation that I did. I mean, we were really getting somewhere over here. You wanted me to see my memory from the SCP, but you had the wrong person open it. It was your memory, so yeah, I got to see myself talk you into murdering Carter again and again and again. I don't understand where I went wrong, Cam. I mean, I tell you time and time again, when will you learn that we owe them nothing? Get away as fast as possible. And this smash you so much for helping. I need you to get away, okay? You need to get as far as possible. We ain't let you abandon us! I need you to go.
No more fighting. This place, that's not what it needs. It needs healing. This place has been trying to tell us this whole time. You all saw the codes, huh? This place, it's been trying to communicate with us. It's been trying to help us out of here. And it told us, from sickness that begins to sprout grows out violent precedence. Freedom's found in slipping out. You must respect the residents. It's true. This poem is prophecy. You all thought it was crazy, huh? You thought I lost my marbles, shark puncher.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, we have good reason, but
I have had to fight for my life every day for the past 10 years. I have not had anything to eat except meatballs.
I like.
And you look great. You look great, man.
Yeah, you really
Thank you. It's like,
the one thing I have learned is that you cannot fight the IKEA, okay? You have to work with it. You have to learn its patterns and this place. I don't want to fight you anymore, Ren. It's time to begin the healing. What the hell was that?
Wait, everybody, listen. I can feel it with those words, and I can feel when you spared Ren.
Oh, I don't like that.
I may be human now, but it's the IKEA is still in my DNA. I can feel that when you spared Ren, something changed. You completed the prophecy. I think that's the exit. I think I can open this door and we can all leave this place for good.
Yeah.
Get out of here!
No, everyone, please.
Yeah, no, everyone, please follow.
We can't leave.
We can't leave his body here. He doesn't deserve this.
He made it.
This is
He made the boat.
His body will be able to restore balance to this broken toy of his.
The captain sings with the ship.
The spirit will bind with the broken parts and finally make it the true dream and vision that he had all
I don't
along.
think we have that much time, guys.
Yeah.
You better do
Find it out.
I love you, Dad.
Gotta get out of
All
here.
right, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Be careful of the body.
Make your way, make your way.
Make your way around.
1 candy for the doctor. 2 candies for the doctor.
All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Let's get some meat out. All right, let's do this now.
We're gonna go kill
I'm sorry, Ren.
After you guys.
Watch out.
Watch your step.
Get back here!
No, don't tear the house down. There's a bunch of fucking idiots.
Guys, we made it out! Thank you so much!
For a shark loader, you're not half bad.
Thank you.
I guess you got what you wanted.
Shark hater.
I guess
You're not half bad
How
either.
much time before the Foundation comes to administer us all their messages?
All right.
So, those of us who have been in this settlement for the longest time, we need to leave first, please. We don't have
You know soliciting's illegal in the state of California.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, come back here. You gotta get back here. Squatting is illegal in the state of California. I don't know what you all were doing, but this house is about to be teared down. I have one thing to say to all
And that is, thank you for attending the show. To make sure you didn't accidentally take anything, if you did, please leave it at the chair in front of the front door. Candy's allowed. Candy's fine. Anything else, access, you can hand it to me or just leave it at the front door. Otherwise, I will light the way for you guys. Please watch your
Yep, Isabella, don't worry.
That was a lot.
That was incredible.
That was, wow.
We're back in Burbank.
Alright, back there, man.
There's always casualties in Foundation missions. We're lucky it was just one.
Oh, yeah. Could have been more. Or, technically, there's a couple. Oh, watch out, there's a divot here.
Yeah, that's, oh my god. And the train is all everything.
Survivors.
Congratulations on escaping.
The poor doctor back there. I'm really glad. I'm really glad you did.
Oh, my word. Adelby, we survived.
We survived! We inherited Dr. Wondertainment.
We got a spare.
I got to punch a shark.
Wow!
Sharks punched 1. Victory achieved.
To be fair, it's more than 0.
If Dr. Wondertainment is truly anomalous, he'll come back eventually.
Maybe.
He always comes back.
Yeah, that guy got fucking snapped.
My phone died.
Phone died, we're down.
It was murdered.
So 2 casualties.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Things are gonna calm down. People are leaving.
We'll make sure. We'll make sure to pass the word around.
I was a little worried about that.
Yes, I imagine. All right. Residential, let's take a dip.
It is 10 p.m. On Thursday, not Saturday.
So much.
Whoopsie daisy.
Completely different ending.
The best thing.
All right, chat. Look at that. We made it out alive. We only lost a phone, Dr. Wondertainment, and 1 angry neighbor. So I think we did okay. Thank you all for the stream.
Thank you so much for following all the stream, everyone.
We did it. The away team survived.
The away team survived.
We will see you guys in the episode edits.
See you in the edits. Bye, guys.
And
What was your highest
cuts.
thing?
We'll find out as soon as I press